Big news out of Spain for this week's tick list. After 240 sessions, Jorge Díaz-Rullo has made the first ascent of his long-standing Margalef Uber project, Café Colombia. The route is around 30 meters of pure power endurance, with 40 continuous moves of extremely small holds. Now, the state of both the climber's skin and the conditions of the crag play a decisive role in whether or not this route is indeed possible. It's hard to comprehend just how much time he has spent attempting this route. We interviewed him back in May 2023 when he talked about Café Colombia and the project, the significance it had to him. And at that point in time, he'd already sunk in 120 days into trying it. And at that point, he'd already come extremely close, falling off of the last crux move 4 times. Yet 3 years on, he has only just managed to make the first ascent. Since then, he's been a busy boy. He's put up his own French 9B+, as well as repeating Adam Ondra's Move and Change and Flat Anger, as well as Alex Magos's Bibliographie, and finally, Chris Sharma's Sleeping Lion. All 4 were originally given 9B+, although Sleeping Lion has settled at 9B. He's also on-sighted multiple 8Cs and flashed 8C+. And the depth and the frequency within which he's climbing these grades is absolutely astounding. Just check out his Finestra tick list from 2023. It is absolutely insane. On Instagram, Jorge had this to say: "Before starting the Send Go, I didn't feel anything special. I couldn't even imagine that it would be the day. But while climbing, I felt incredibly strong physically, as if everything was flowing. It was the 4 minutes of climbing of my life." For years, everything revolved around this project. There were very difficult moments, but I never stopped dreaming that it was possible. I pushed my limits in every way. I obsessed over every tiny detail. I worked harder than I ever had before, trying to reach a level that once felt impossible. After 240 days, everything aligned and my dream became real. A fight I will remember forever. Jorge has yet to propose a grade, and he said he will do so in the coming days. However, from our perspective, it is hard to imagine it coming in at anything less than French 9C, given the time he's invested into it and the number of 9B+ he's done in a much shorter time frame. If he does decide to grade it 9C, it will become the 5th French 9C in the world. After, of course, Silence, the world's first, BIG, DNA, and Duality of Man. Of course, there is the possibility he will give it 9C+. Now, he hasn't climbed a 9C, but given the time and effort involved in making the first ascent, it will be interesting to see whether he throws that out there. The fact that he hasn't proposed a grade yet does suggest it's something he maybe is considering, something he is thinking about. Adding further weight to whatever grade it does or doesn't get, it has been tried by several other top climbers, including Alex Magos, who successfully completed every other route on that wall. Alex would certainly be a suitable candidate for the second Ascensionist, as the world is yet to see a repeat of a 9C route. But maybe this year is the year. We have Will Bosey on Silence, Adam Ondra on BIG. It would be great to see these routes at least get a single repeat, just to confirm the grade. That said, I don't think Silence is going to get downgraded anytime soon. Let us know in the comments below which you think will be the first to get a second ascent and by who. When it comes to what Jorge has in store next, only time will tell. Now that he's free from the shackles of a multi-year, never-ending project, the sky's the limit. Silence would seem like a logical option given his achievements in Flat Anger already, but so too would something like DNA. Only time will tell, and I've no doubt we'll hear more in the next few days, both with regards to his future plans and the proposed grade he's going to give Café Colombia.